just smashed the 4,900 mark just few days ago. 4,948, a new all-time high. And the question is going to be the 5,000 mark next? Is a new all-time high on the cards? Are we going to go into the banana zone where the market is going to bring Ethereum next? And what's going to be the price prediction for Ethereum? I'm going to break it down. I'm going to just check the charts, do the basic of math, and share with you my view. Not financial advice, only entertainment purposes. Let's break it down. Let's learn together today. And if you find this video and this analysis helpful, don't hesitate to share it. Ethereum has just been making major moves recently, and right now we're sitting around $4,287. The big question is, what's next? Will it push new all-time high next, or are we due for a correction? Current price action. Ethereum recently surged from 1,300 all the way to, let's see, all the way to 4,950, let's say, in a matter of no more than 140 days. And everyone is asking right now, are we going to 5,000, 6,000? I have some bad news for you. The market is going to go into a downtrend, and it's going to go hard. It's going to bring this market all the way to might be 3,300, might be 3,500. We have to pay close attention to that as well. But before that, let's get the EMA ribbons as well on the chart to understand where we're standing. Because at the end of the day, if we are not aware where we're standing, we are not going to know where we're heading. And a 30% correction is not going to be out of the books. Why? Where is going to bring that? The market is going to bring it into despair. It's going to bring the market into retaliation, leaving the market. All of a sudden, everybody is going to give up on their altcoins too, because if Ethereum is going to go to the 3,500, 3,400, altcoins are going to go 40 to 50% into correction before new all-time highs. On the charts, Ethereum is trading well above the EMA ribbon right now on the weekly, but on the daily is just there, just testing and testing and testing. But we have to understand that we are on the downtrend. Slowly but surely we are going to reach that resistance again and again and again, and we are going to get rejected. But that doesn't mean that the market is not gonna go higher next. In my opinion, we might go this way, all the way, and then we are gonna go to a new all-time high of $5,000. It's gonna take time, yes, but the question is where we are gonna go next. RSI indicators, we have to understand. The real strength index right now is on the downtrend too, as you can see. Downtrend after downtrend after downtrend. Where we is gonna go next? Weekly RSI is currently near. Let's go on the weekly, because on the daily it's on downtrend, but let's go a little bit on the weekly. Yeah, it's currently around 65%. 65 zone, which suggests Ethereum is overbought right now. However, strong bull markets can keep RSI overbought for weeks, even months. So it doesn't necessarily mean a crash, but it does hint a possible short-term correction. That's not out of the books. As you can see on the weekly, we can go all the way down 31 to 35% from the new all-time high. And if we look at the history as well, we've been doing the same thing before. 2021, we reached a new all-time high above, and then the market just corrected from 1,400, 33%, which means we are going to be around there around 3,500 or so, 33%, 3,300, 3,500, let's say. But let's understand as well, immediate support. Where is the immediate support on the market? As you can see, immediate support is around here, 4,000, 4,100, 4,200. If we are going to hold that, we're going to be good. Momentum stay bullish. But the next support, where is going to be? That's the question. Stronger support, the next stronger support is going to be right here at $3,500. Will be great too if it's going to hold that. But if that's not going to hold, we're going to go all the way to 3,300, 3,200. But it all depends on what's happening with the markets, with the interest rates, inflation, and all this secondary let's say they are just getting from the market all this negative news, but at the end of the day we have to understand one certain point. The price is just the one which one is controlling the narrative, not all the way around. All right, fundamentals. Ethereum is still benefiting from Ethereum ETFs approval hype and institution flows right now. We have to understand that as well. With Ethereum 2.0 staking lockup, supply on exchanges continue to shrink, adding to scarcity, and as well macro investing rates are expected to decline in 2025, which historically support risk on assets like Ethereum and Bitcoin. Even though the price is looking like it's going into distribution slowly, still positive news at the horizon. Prediction: short term, expect sideways chop or small pullback to 4,000 or even lower before another leg up. And let's get this Fibonacci from all time low, from 1300 all the way to see where we have some support and stuff. And we're gonna find out exactly the zones which one we were talking about. Let's go and find out. As we talked earlier, 3,400 is the support, nearly where we been. 3,580, we said 3,520. Okay, we were very good there. And same, Fibonacci never lie, 4,120 is the 0.236. And then we have the next support, and the next support is going to be at 3,172. Pay close attention to these levels. All right, take note, understand, don't use this against me, just use it for the records. And as well, medium term, where is going to go the market, we can just go and understand from the high of the market. Let's go and understand that. Where was the all-time high previous bull market? Let's get the few. All right, and where was the low? About there. Let's understand. The high was 4,900. The low was about $900. Let's understand where the market can go next, because if you hear here on the mainstream all these influencers telling you that Ethereum is going to go to 10, 15, 20,000, I have some bad news for you. But the good news is Ethereum is going to break 5,000 for sure, and we could see a 6 to 7,500. As you can see here, this is going to be my targets. Worst case, we are not going to reach this support or this resistance. We're going to go much lower, and the top was already in at 4,950. So in short, Ethereum looks bullish overall. But don't get surprised if we see some short-term cooling at $4,000. Is the line which we need to hold. 5,000 is the level to break. Once that happens, 6,000 plus is absolutely on the table. Have patience. Once that happens, 6,000 plus is on the cards. Yeah.